Hello, this is Allison Scott again, and I'm coming to you from my home in Cape Town, South Africa. I just wanted to give a brief overview of what the energy healing workshop, the energy healing course is called Empowering Your Life Through Energy Healing. And so when I was trained in energy healing, they were very clear about the fact that you don't have an agenda of what it is. You don't work on anything specific. You just do general balancing. But being the person that I am, I don't have limits. And I'm thinking, well, if energy doesn't have limits, then why can't we push the limits for energy healing? And so I started my practice in 2002. I completed my training in 2000. Did my practitioner level in 2002, and so the whole way that I view energy healing is that there is no limit where energy is concerned. So therefore there's no limit to what one can achieve in an energy healing session. And as things would have it, I had people come to me who had huge problems, and the one lady in particular, I knew I would only see her once and then she'd be going back to her country, Zimbabwe. And I thought, oh my gosh, I don't know when I'll see her again. And she had so many things that she wanted to deal with that I decided to do a 2-hour session for the very first time. And then in that 2 hours, I made sure that we covered everything that she had concerns about. And the shift was absolutely phenomenal. And so I then decided that's how I would like to work if I was going to someone for a session, and to clear as much as possible in that amount of time. But it was only a couple of years later that I got to the point where I realized that if I changed the techniques slightly and didn't have them where they were a half an hour per technique, I could probably put a lot more into an hour session than I was doing up to that point. And so I decided to create the session called Chucking the Whole Onion. So instead of someone coming to me and working on one issue about relationships, and then perhaps one issue about the loss of a loved one, or stress to do with work, I would, because many of the things are connected to each other, I then decided, think about all your relationships, because whatever your original one was, it creates a looking glass that you see every other person thereafter. And also, if you had a trauma when you were young, that colors your life view. So the looking glass that you're looking through is an expectation of something to go wrong. Or well, that's how the body views it, even though on a conscious level you may not be aware of it. And so after doing the technique for many years and creating huge shift around the world, I then started teaching it because people were asking me, please won't you teach us how to do this? And so that's how the Empowering Your Life Through Energy Healing course was born. And also, not everybody who attended the course wanted to be doing it in a practice, in a formal way. They wanted to just be able to do it for themselves and to do it on friends and family. But what I found is that during the course, while doing all the techniques, because you practice on each other in order for you to get skilled with what you're doing, they had massive change. And that was even in the practice. So nobody was qualified, and yet the shift still happened. So the energy healing workshop is very, very powerful, and it's not the way anybody else does energy healing. I also share my perspective and understanding on healing because I come from a metaphysical background. I grew up with my grandmother who was a student of metaphysics, and her view on health and healing affected me and on life. And I realized, wow, we really create our own reality. And so anybody who's created the reality of ill health for whatever reason, because there's always some mental or emotional thing that has gone on before to create the imbalance in your body, for your body to get that out of sync. I then realized that we can change everything in our lives as long as we are prepared to deal with the issues. Now, there are ways people have of dealing with the issues, and most people don't want to unpack all the stuff. And then, well, we don't know how to clear that, so can you pack it all back in your backpack and and put it on your back and then leave. We can unpack and clear it. It's a truly, truly powerful workshop. So if you're interested, please contact me on info@allisonscott.com. My website is www.allisonscott.com. That's ALLISONSCOTT. And I look forward to hearing from you. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put the information in the comments below. Thank you. With great love from my heart to yours. Bye.